this discomfort that people have with being different. Some people embrace that difference. I didn't used to be one of those people. I mean, it's not like, I mean, I've got a couple of tattoos, but it's not like I tatted myself up and pierced myself all over and ran around with green hair and, you know, screw the world. That kind of, I'm going to be obviously different from everybody. But there's something to be said about embracing who you are. And if somebody's not out as an atheist, for good reasons or bad reasons, it doesn't change who they are, what they believe. If, however, you are in the course of your hiding your beliefs, you are taking actions that are in opposition to your beliefs, actions that you think are not only wrong but harmful, then I'd encourage you to stop doing that. I don't know, I got kind of preachy on you, and this wasn't even your issue.
No, I agree with everything that you're saying, and
that's because I'm right.
Get back onto your topic if you have other callers calling in for me.
Great.
I just wanted to say that it's a lot easier. People will be a lot happier if they're honest with themselves.
Yeah.
And say, I don't believe that, or I neither reject or accept those claims.
It is interesting because we get a lot of letters from young people that...
Thank you.
That's all right. From young people that they want to out themselves.
Yeah.
And they ask, you know, how should I do this? And they'll give us a little bit of information about their family, and they'll say, you know, my mom is really religious, my dad not so much so, you know, but my brother moved out, and he said something about not believing, and mom got really upset, and I, you know, feel like I want to come out, but I'm living at home. And one of the things I always ask them is that I'm like, first thing you need to ask yourself is, why do you want to come out? Like, what is it that you obviously want to for a reason? There's something that you're hoping is going to change with being able to come out, even if it's just, I want to be honest. I mean, it doesn't matter to me. I'm not being judgmental about it, but I always ask them to consider, what is it that you hope is going to change from being out as opposed to not being out? And number two, realistically, that thing that you hope will change, is it realistically going to change? So this is what you want to happen. Is that probably what's going to happen, or is it probably not? Because it's not going to be helpful to do something for a specific reason, like I want my mom to accept me as an atheist, but then in reality, you know she probably won't. So are you just going to make yourself miserable for the next 2 years while you live at home and your mom is really unhappy with you because you want her to accept you, but in reality, there's not a reason to think she will?
Yeah, and I've recommended all kinds of courses of actions to different people, you know, as options. You know, the idea that I'm going to come out as an atheist doesn't necessarily need to be mom, dad, I'm an atheist. You know, one thing is just to be yourself, and you might be surprised how long it takes before the religion conversation gets around to, do you actually believe in a God? Then you can just honestly say, you know, no, I think the idea is kind of absurd or whatever.